Hey everyone, did you know that some 5-cent coins and pennies are so rare that collectors are willing to pay thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars for them? Not every coin is ordinary. Special mint errors and low mintage pieces can completely change your financial story. Life runs on hope, and maybe you already have a hidden treasure in your pocket. In today's video, we'll give you a quick introduction to the most valuable and rare coins out there. Watch till the end. Your next coin surprise might be closer than you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks! The 1964 Jefferson nickel, 5-cent Liberty, had a total mintage of around 1.1 billion coins across all mints. Philadelphia, no mint mark 413 million. Denver, D3 29 million. San Francisco, S proof only 80 million. Imagine this, a simple 5-cent coin, something people ignore every day, could turn into a serious payday if it has the right condition or the right error. The 1964 Jefferson nickel was made during a very important time in U.S. coin history. This was the last year before major metal changes hit other U.S. coins, and because of coin shortages, the U.S. Mint produced a massive number of nickels, over 2.8 billion pieces from Philadelphia and Denver combined. That means most 1964 nickels are common, but hidden inside that ocean of coins are few that collectors chase hard. The coin shows President Thomas Jefferson on the front and his famous home, Monticello, on the back. It weighs 5 grams, made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, and has a smooth edge. No silver. But don't let that fool you. Value is not always about silver. Sometimes it's about condition, strike quality, and mint errors. That's where the real story begins. Now here's where suspense starts. Most people think old equals rare, but that's not true. What makes certain 1964 nickels special is something called full steps on the Monticello building. If the steps at the bottom are fully sharp and clearly separated, grading companies label it full steps, and collectors go crazy for it. A normal worn coin equals face value. A high-grade full steps example equals hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. And yes, there are error coins. And this is where things get exciting. Some 1964 nickels exist with double die errors, off-center strikes, clip planchets, or strike-through errors. These are mint mistakes, and collectors pay premiums for real, certified errors. Not every strange-looking coin is valuable, but genuine mint errors can sell for strong prices on auctions, eBay, and collector marketplaces. Let me be honest with you, not every 1964 nickel is worth millions. Anyone promising that without grading proof is misleading you. But, and this is important, top condition certified examples and rare air varieties have sold for thousands of dollars, and the market keeps growing because more collectors are hunting high-grade registry coins every year. That's why checking carefully matters. Think about it like treasure hunting. 2 people can hold the same date coin. One is worth 5 cents. The other is worth a car payment, just because of condition and strike quality. That's why professionals use magnification and grading. If you think your coin looks unusually sharp, unusual, or has an error, don't rush to sell it cheap. Get it checked or graded first. You can sell valuable coins through major coin auctions, certified dealers, eBay, and even collector groups on Facebook. But always deal carefully and avoid hype buyers who pressure you. Real value comes from authentication and grading, not from rumors. Don't fall for fake stories, but don't ignore your coins either. So if you're confused, don't be curious instead. Look at your 1964 Jefferson nickels closely. Check the steps. Check for doubling. Check for strike errors. Because treasure doesn't always shine. Sometimes it looks ordinary. And sometimes the most ignored coin becomes the most talked about. I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm here to tell you this. Rare coins are real, Big sales are real and smart collectors make real money, but only when they verify, grade, and sell wisely. So go check your coins, and who knows, your next discovery might surprise you. Coin number 2. The story begins in 1988 at the Denver Mint, where hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels were produced for daily circulation. These coins were never meant to be rare treasures. They were designed for everyday spending. But in coin collecting, sometimes the most ordinary coins become extraordinary when preserved in perfect condition or struck with unusual mint errors. That is exactly where the hidden opportunity lies. The Jefferson nickel design itself carries historical weight. The front shows President Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States, and the back features his famous home, Monticello. This design has been a long-running symbol of American heritage. So when collectors look at a 1988 D nickel, they're not just seeing 5 cents. They're seeing a piece of American history struck into metal. Now here's where excitement builds. While most 1988 D nickels are worth only face value, coins graded in extremely high mint condition, what collectors call MS66, MS67 or higher, can sell for surprisingly strong prices. These are coins with razor-sharp details, blazing luster, and almost no marks. Such condition is rare because most nickels were heavily used in circulation. A top-grade coin can sell for hundreds, sometimes over $1,000 depending on certification and demand. But the real thrill comes from mint errors. Error coins are mistakes created during production, and collectors love them. A 1988 D nickel with an off-center strike, double strike, clip planchet, or dramatic die error can be far more valuable than a normal coin. These errors are not common, which is why they attract serious buyers when authenticated. Another powerful factor is grading. 2 coins from the same year and mint can have a massive value difference based purely on condition. One circulated coin might be worth 5 cents. Another perfectly preserved example graded by a professional service could be worth hundreds of times more. That is why knowledgeable collectors always say, condition creates value. Let's talk about what makes a high-grade 1988 D nickel stand out. The cheek and jaw of Jefferson should be smooth and clean. The hair details should be sharp. Monticello's steps and columns should be clearly defined. The surface should shine with original mint luster. If you see heavy scratches, dull color, or flat details, the value drops quickly. Sharpness and shine are everything at the top level. Some collectors also search for full steps nickels. Coins with the steps of Monticello are fully visible and not blended together. These are hard to find because small die wear during minting often erase step detail. A certified full steps example in very high grade can command a strong premium compared to ordinary strikes. Now here's the truth that builds trust with your audience. Viral videos often claim modern coins are instantly worth millions, but real collectors know value comes from rarity, grade, and verified errors. If you tell viewers the honest facts while still showing the exciting possibilities, they will trust you, and trusted creators grow faster than hype channels. If someone believes they found an unusual 1988 D nickel, the smart move is to protect it and have it examined by a professional coin grading service. Authentication turns a guess into proof. Proof is what buyers pay for. Without certification, even a great coin sells for less because uncertainty lowers confidence. The beauty of coin collecting is that treasure hunting is still possible in pocket change. You don't need to be rich to start. You need awareness and patience. Every roll of coins is like a mystery box. Most finds are ordinary, but occasionally something special appears. That possibility is what keeps collectors searching. So here's your strong closing line for maximum engagement. The 1988 D Jefferson nickel may look small, but in the right condition or with the right mint error, it can become a collector's prize. Check your coins carefully, learn the signs of quality, and never rush to spend something you haven't examined. Your next discovery might not be worth millions, but it could still be a very rewarding surprise. Coin number 3. Please do not sell this 5 cent if you have this. The 1983 P. Jefferson nickel is one of those coins that most people ignore every single day, yet hidden among ordinary pocket change could be a piece that collectors are willing to pay serious money for. Today we're talking about a small 5-cent coin that doesn't look special at first glance, but under the right condition and with the right features, it can become a collector's treasure. Many people spend it without even checking the details, and that is exactly why some valuable pieces still survive in circulation. This coin was struck in 1983 at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries a small P mint mark next to Monticello on the reverse. That year was important in U.S. coin production because mint quality control and strike sharpness varied a lot. Millions were produced, yes, but not all were made equal. Some came out with unusually sharp details, mirror-like surfaces, or rare minting mistakes that now attract serious collector attention. Most regular 1983 P nickels are worth face value, but the story changes completely when condition enters the picture. In coin collecting, condition is king. A nickel that looks untouched, fully detailed, and perfectly struck, what collectors call mint state, can sell for far more than 5 cents. When a coin grades at the very top of the scale, especially MS-66, MS-67, or higher, prices can jump dramatically because very few survive in that level of preservation. Now here's where things become exciting: mint errors. Error coins are the true wild cards of the coin world. If your 1983 P nickel shows off-center striking, double images in the lettering, clipped edges, or wrong planchet strikes, collectors may consider it rare. These errors happen by accident during minting, and because they are unplanned, they can be far more desirable than normal coins from the same year. Another factor that can increase value is something called full steps on the Monticello building. Look closely at the steps on the reverse side. If all or most of the step lines are clearly visible and uninterrupted, collectors call it a full steps example. These are much harder to find than regular strikes, and high-grade full steps nickels from the early 1980s can command strong premiums in auctions. The metal composition also makes this coin interesting. The 1983 P nickel is made from a copper-nickel alloy, designed for durability rather than beauty. Because of this, many coins from that year show heavy marks, weak strikes, or dull surfaces. That's exactly why sharply struck, clean examples stand out so strongly, and why collectors compete for them when certified by grading services. Professional grading plays a huge role in value. A coin that looks great to the naked eye may receive a lower grade after expert inspection, or sometimes a surprisingly high one. When a top grading company seals a 1983 P nickel in a holder with a very high mint state grade, buyer confidence rises, and so does the price. Certification turns an ordinary coin into a verified collectible asset. Auction history shows that top-grade examples, not average ones, bring the biggest numbers. While not millions, elite certified specimens with exceptional strike and full steps details have sold for hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. That's a massive jump from 5 cents, and it proves that small coins can carry big surprises when quality meets rarity. Collectors also love coins with strong eye appeal, bright luster, smooth surfaces, and balanced color. Even without a rare error, a visually stunning 1983 P nickel can attract attention. Coin collecting is partly science and partly emotion. When bidders fall in love with a coin's look, prices can climb beyond expectations. If you want to check your own coin, use good lighting and magnification. Study Jefferson's hair detail, the lettering sharpness, and especially the Monticello steps. Look for doubling, misalignment, or unusual marks that seem part of the strike rather than damage. Many valuable discoveries happen simply because someone decided to look carefully instead of spending the coin. One important truth: not every 1983 P nickel is rare, and most are still worth face value. But the valuable ones exist, and they're usually found by people who take the time to inspect condition, strike quality, and possible errors. Knowledge is what turns pocket change into potential profit, not luck alone. So before you toss your nickels aside, remember this: hidden value often lives inside ordinary objects. The 1983 P. Jefferson nickel may look small and simple, but in top condition or with the right mint error, it can become a collector's prize. Always check before you spend, always verify before you sell, and always learn before you decide, because sometimes the smallest coin tells the biggest story. Coin number 4. Imagine holding a piece of history so powerful that it could completely change your life overnight. The 1953 Abraham Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's a secret treasure hidden in plain sight. Minted in San Francisco, this tiny 1-cent coin carries the face of one of America's most beloved presidents, Abraham Lincoln, but its true value goes far beyond mere currency. Collectors and investors dream of discovering one, because in today's market, a genuine, high-grade 1953 Lincoln penny can fetch prices that seem almost unreal, reaching into the tens of thousands and, in rare cases, even more. What makes this coin truly extraordinary isn't just the date or the mint mark, but the story it tells. In 1953, the world was in a period of transformation. The scars of World War II were still healing, and America was asserting its place on the global stage. Minted in this era, the 1953 penny became a silent witness to history, passing through countless hands, wallets, and coin jars, yet remaining pristine in some rare cases. Imagine one of these coins lying unnoticed in someone's collection for decades, only to be discovered and recognized as a treasure worth a fortune. The S mint mark stamped delicately on this penny reveals its San Francisco origin, and that tiny letter makes all the difference. While millions of pennies were minted in other locations, the San Francisco Mint produced far fewer in 1953. This scarcity alone makes it a magnet for collectors. But scarcity isn't the only reason it's so valuable. The condition, the luster, and the absence of wear are what transform a simple copper coin into a millionaire maker. If you've ever held a 1953 penny in near-perfect condition, you know the thrill is immediate. The copper shines with subtle reddish glow. The intricate details of Lincoln's face and coat are perfectly preserved, and the smooth edges hint at the coin's careful journey through time. Each line, each curve, each letter is a reminder that this is not an ordinary penny. It's a piece of history frozen in metal, and in the right hands, it can unlock unimaginable wealth. Collectors often describe finding this coin as a life-changing moment. Imagine searching through your old coin jar and realizing the coin in your palm is worth more than your car, more than your savings account, more than most people earn in a lifetime. That's the magic of the 1953 penny. Its rarity combined with perfect preservation transforms it from a simple cent into a potential fortune that could change your life overnight. The coin market is unpredictable, yet certain coins have proven time and again to hold and even grow their value. The 1953 penny is one of those rare survivors. Every auction that features a high-grade specimen draws fierce competition. Experts, collectors, and investors alike recognize the potential in this small, seemingly humble piece of copper. And because only a fraction of these coins remain in top condition, each discovery becomes a headline-making event. Understanding the power of this coin requires appreciating not just its rarity, but the legacy it represents. Abraham Lincoln, immortalized on this penny, symbolizes freedom, resilience, and the enduring spirit of America. Holding a 1953 Lincoln penny connects you to that legacy. It's a reminder that some objects carry more than monetary value. They carry history, prestige, and a kind of almost magical allure that few other collectibles possess. Imagine the sensation of showing this coin to friends, family, or fellow collectors. What looks like a simple penny could instantly command respect and admiration. The story alone is captivating. A coin minted in San Francisco in 1953, surviving decades in near-perfect condition, now capable of delivering unimaginable wealth. It's more than a collectible. It's a conversation starter, a legend, and a dream realized. Every detail matters when it comes to this coin. Experts examine the sharpness of Lincoln's features, the smoothness of the rim, the color and luster of the copper, and even tiny imperfections that might lower its value. But when all these elements align perfectly, the 1953 S penny becomes one of the most sought-after coins in America. It's not just a cent. It's a potential millionaire maker, quietly waiting to reveal its true power. For anyone lucky enough to find this coin, the temptation to sell is enormous, but patience can be just as valuable as discovery. The market for rare coins grows stronger each year, and a perfectly preserved 1953 S Lincoln penny only becomes more desirable over time. It's not just a purchase. It's an investment in history, prestige, and future wealth. In the world of coin collecting, stories like the 1953 S Lincoln penny fuel dreams and inspire collectors to dig through drawers, boxes, and old collections. Every coin jar could hold a treasure that changes everything. The thrill of discovery, combined with the coin's undeniable rarity and historical significance, makes it one of the most incredible collectibles in existence. If you happen to hold one of these pennies today, don't underestimate it. Its value is not just in cents, but in its potential to make dreams come true. The 1953 S Lincoln penny is proof that treasures exist in the most unexpected places, and that a small piece of history can carry the power to change a fortune overnight. This isn't just a coin, it's a story, a legacy, and for the lucky few, a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Coin number 5. The story of the 1962 D. Abraham Lincoln penny begins not in the bustling streets of Wall Street, but in the quiet, meticulous halls of the Denver Mint. This coin, often overlooked by casual collectors, holds within a hidden treasure far beyond its simple copper and zinc appearance. Unlike ordinary pennies jostling for pocket change, the 1962 D. Lincoln cent carries a legacy of history, rarity, and the promise of unimaginable wealth. Its very existence is a testament to an era when craftsmanship met foresight, and each strike of the die could unknowingly produce a fortune for someone savvy enough to recognize it. The Denver Mint, where this penny was born, was known for producing coins in massive quantities. But even in high production years, certain coins escape the ordinary. The 1962 D penny, with its D mint mark tucked delicately under the date, is one such anomaly. Its subtle differences in die quality, strike strength, and preservation have made some specimens virtually priceless in the eyes of serious collectors. A coin that might have seemed trivial to a child decades ago now carries a mystique so powerful that owning one could change a person's financial destiny overnight. What makes the 1962 D. Lincoln cent truly incredible is not merely its age, but its rarity and pristine condition. While millions of these coins were circulated, very few survive with a high-grade shine, free from scratches, corrosion, or other blemishes. Coins that retain their original luster, with clear and crisp details of Lincoln's face and the iconic wheat stalk reverse, are exceedingly rare. The difference between a common circulated coin and a mint-condition specimen can translate to tens of thousands, even millions, in today's market, a staggering leap that turns an ordinary penny into a potential fortune. Collectors often speak of the 1962 D penny in hushed, reverent tones. This is because it represents a bridge between everyday currency and historic treasure. Imagine holding in your palm a small piece of history, one that passed through countless hands yet survived decades unscathed. The Abraham Lincoln penny is more than just metal. It's a story frozen in time, connecting the past to the present with a quiet, understated power. For anyone fortunate enough to possess a top-tier example, it's not merely a coin. It's a ticket to wealth that feels almost magical. The allure of this penny is also tied to the legend of million-dollar possibilities. While not every 1962 D penny will fetch such astronomical sums, the rarest specimens, especially those graded at the highest levels by professional coin grading services, can indeed enter the realm of extraordinary financial opportunity. Collectors, investors, and treasure hunters constantly seek these coins, knowing that in the right hands, they transform from humble currency to a literal gold mine. The thrill lies in knowing that something so small, so unassuming, could possess such life-changing power. Another fascinating aspect of the 1962 D penny is its connection to American history and culture. Abraham Lincoln's visage has adorned the penny since 1909, symbolizing freedom, perseverance, and the American spirit. Each coin carries not only monetary value, but a sense of national pride. The 1962 D, minted during a period of global tension and domestic transformation in the United States, reflects more than currency. It reflects a snapshot of an era. Owning this coin is like holding a time capsule that whispers stories of the past, while simultaneously holding the promise of a prosperous future. Collectors are often mesmerized by the subtle details that distinguish a truly rare 1962 D penny. Tiny variations in the D mint mark, die alignment, or even the sharpness of Lincoln's features can elevate a coin from ordinary to priceless. These nuances require a trained eye, patience, and dedication to identify. For enthusiasts, discovering these details is akin to unlocking a secret code, a code that can reveal unimaginable wealth and secure a lasting legacy for generations. The journey of the 1962 D penny from mint to modern treasure is almost cinematic in its drama. Many of these coins were used in everyday transactions, lost in couches, jars, and drawers, while a few survived, untouched and perfect. Those pristine coins now serve as rare jewels of numismatic art, coveted by collectors around the globe. The thrill of owning such a coin is more than financial. It is emotional, almost spiritual. It's a tangible connection to the passage of time, a reminder that sometimes fortune favors the patient and observant. In today's market, the value of a 1962 D penny can be staggering. While circulated examples might fetch modest sums, coins in exceptional condition have been known to reach millions in private sales and auctions. This is the power of rarity meeting preservation, where the combination of history, scarcity, and desirability converges to create a true masterpiece of monetary value. For anyone holding one of these coins, the advice is simple yet urgent. Treat it with respect, protect it, and never underestimate the fortune it could bring. The penny's allure is magnified by the stories surrounding it. Tales of ordinary people discovering rare coins in old jars or finding a forgotten gem in a drawer spark the imagination and fuel dreams. The 1962 D Lincoln cent embodies that dream, an unassuming piece of metal with potential to change lives overnight. It is a coin that commands attention, inspires awe, and challenges the notion of what is truly valuable. In conclusion, the 1962 D. Abraham Lincoln penny is far more than a simple 1-cent coin. It is a symbol of possibility, a vessel of history, and a potential gateway to unimaginable wealth. Its rarity, historical significance, and market demand converge to create a phenomenon that transcends ordinary currency. Owning one is not merely a hobby. It is a privilege, a responsibility, and a chance to participate in a legacy of American numismatic excellence. So, if you are fortunate enough to hold a 1962 D. Lincoln penny, cherish it. Do not see it as a mere coin, but as a treasure capable of transforming fortunes, inspiring stories, and carrying the spirit of history in your hand. This coin has a quiet power to make dreams tangible, to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and to connect you to a legacy that is priceless, powerful, and profoundly American. Every glance at this small, unassuming penny is a reminder that greatness often comes in the tiniest, most unexpected forms.